Hey guys, it is Sunday night and I have officially completed week one of the Ultimate Reset. I am kind of shocked, I'm not gonna lie. I have been terrified to do this program since I started as a coach. I have not, this is pretty much the only one that I actually haven't attempted. I don't know why. I think because I have, such a routine with my food, and I am not really a picky eater, but I'm not an adventurous eater either. But I found that I, like most people, find a lot of comfort in my food and comfort in my routine, and I don't like to stray from things that I'm used to. And that's pretty much what I was mostly scared of, and I was also very fearful of being hungry. When people joke about being hangry, when I'm hungry, it's like not okay. I don't even like who I become when I'm hungry. And I guess I just assumed that it being a detox, there wouldn't be a lot of food. And I couldn't have been further from the freaking truth. Like, I am stuffed to the brim. And I can't wait to share with you guys. I have some notes here written down to make sure I covered everything I wanted to share with you. So the first week is done, and this is the week where they take everybody to walk them through slowly eliminating meats and most of your dairy. And for me, honestly, that wasn't really hard at all. I had been thinking before I started this program that dairy was starting to mess with my system a little bit. I was getting a lot of really bad stomach aches, and I wasn't really tracking my food, but I was kind of assuming that it was coming from the dairy. So that wasn't hard for me to cut out. Yeah, I love cheese, but really only on pizza. And obviously, I'm not having that right now. And then the meats, I do eat a lot of chicken and we grill a lot and things like that, but it I don't miss it at all. I haven't craved meat whatsoever, and I'm not sure if that's because I'm so full off the other foods or what, but I totally could go without meat. It's not something that I've been craving. So that's a little bit about, kind of why I was doing this. And I also shared in my last videos, it was more, this is not for me to lose weight. I am very comfortable with where I'm at and things like that. I just felt like I needed a restart with my emotions, with my habits I was forming. I was forming some really bad, like I was saying, emotional attachments to food, and I was getting very far away from prepping my meals. So when I came to the middle of the day after chasing a 9-month-old around the house all morning and I'm freaking starving, I was either eating a handful of her Cheerios or a protein bar or, my Shakeology I already had for my workout, so that was gone for the day. I was just grabbing things here and there and snacking throughout the middle of the day. So the only real two meals that I ate was breakfast and dinner. And that was just poor too because I was wasting so much food. By dinner, I didn't want to prep anything because I was so tired and I was just getting in bad habits. And I felt like I needed a kick in the pants. So how I felt so far, week one, have I noticed a difference? Absolutely. Like, I feel freaking amazing. I wish I could explain to you how I feel. I'm going to try my best and when I tell you about the progress that I've made. But things that I can notice right off the bat is my focus. I feel like I don't have as much fog or like sludge. So like after I eat a meal, I am like energized instead of feeling like I need to take a nap. I don't have a stomach ache. I haven't had one stomach ache, and that is huge for me. Around day 5, I did feel a little bit of like kidney kind of pain, like just sore achiness around my lower back. And in the groups that I'm in that kind of walk you through this program, they said that that's very common around day 5 when your body starts to, kick out those toxins and whatnot. So I was kind of expecting that. I just took a bath and I drank a ton of water and I had some tea and I relaxed and it went away. The next day, I had so much energy that I was out doing yard work for about 5 hours with my mom. And that might have been overdoing it because on this program, you're really supposed to relax. You're not supposed to do any hard work and put strain on your body to produce extra lactic acid and break down your muscles and things like that. But it was a beautiful day. I wanted to just be outside, and I don't feel like I overdid it. I definitely was telling my mom when I felt like I needed to take a break, and I always came inside to eat my meals and my snacks. So that felt really great, and not being fueled by Energize or coffee or something like that. I did feel a little bit of muscle soreness the next day, which to me is very, not normal. To me, I do really heavy workouts and then I feel sore. I don't do yard work and feel sore. So that was different to me, but it was telling me that my body was, working. This is where I'm detoxing myself, and it felt really good. So, about the food, like I was saying, it's so much more food than what I was expecting. You guys, the salads are freaking gigantic. Like the size of a basketball salad bowl, friggin' full to the top. It's so much food. So a lot of people that I'm going through this program with right now are saying that they can't finish the meals. And I'm over here like friggin' licking my plate because I'm a pig and I eat so much already. But a lot of people can't finish them. It's so much food. So that was really comforting to me because I'm so fearful of being hangry. I'm trying new things. I'm trying foods that I'm not used to. The salads that I chose, I alternated just between two different choices all week, and then same with the dinners to keep it real easy for meal prep. And I can't tell you how amazing that was to just go in my fridge, grab a container, eat it, put it in the dishwasher, and move along. And then even for dinner, I did cook most of the dinners fresh, but I already had all the ingredients chopped up and ready to go. So it was a lot faster, a lot less dishes, and it saved me so much time. And I think that was my biggest downfall before, was that I wasn't taking, the hour or two on a Sunday to do that. So throughout the week, I was scrambling and making poor choices. So the gallon of water a day has been eye-opening. I am a pretty good water drinker, but I think I get most of my water intake now that I've noticed that I'm not doing my heavy, intense workouts anymore, because you can't do that during this detox. I noticed that I must have been getting most of my water right after my workout when I was, thirsty and tired and hot. Because without that workout, the first couple days getting a gallon was a struggle. And I thought that I was doing pretty good at that. But I actually am drinking out of a gallon. I'm pouring it into my glass every day, and that's helping me make sure that I get enough. And then, you guys, this isn't about tracking any calories or macros or containers or anything like that, but I'm pretty in tune to what the foods are made of. And so, what I have noticed on this program is there are so many freaking carbs. So many people are afraid of carbs, and I used to carb cycle a little bit, before a trip or something like that, and I would get some great results from that. But so many people are afraid of carbs, and I'm eating like 2 freaking sweet potatoes a day, along with a cup of quinoa at lunch and dinner. I mean, it's so much carbs, it's crazy. Fruits, oats, like it's crazy. It's all good carbs, but so many people are scared of that, and wait till you hear my results. It shocked me too, because I was like, I don't know how my body will respond to this, and the fats too. So much oils and avocados and just amazing, healthy, good fats that I was also a little hesitant too. I'm like, I don't know. But I was worried about the salads because the lunch options that I chose were salads. And normally after a salad, I feel hungry about an hour later, especially if there's no meat in it. And these, not once was I hungry until the 3 o'clock snack, and I ate at noon. And I think it's simply because of the amount of vegetables that are in the salad, as well as the homemade dressing. It's full of those healthy fats and good ingredients. And like I said, the salads were freaking ginormous. So some other things outside of the meal plan that I've been adding into my routine in addition to this reset, and these are things that this program suggested that I do along with it to kind of get the most out of this experience. Like I was sharing with you guys, yoga, light yoga, and then along with that I've been doing my devotion. So I've been doing my yoga first, not every day. But doing that, and then after I clear my mind and I'm feeling relaxed and I'm focused, then I spend that time doing my devotional. So I'm 100% in it and focused, and that's my me time. And the yoga has, normally I'm not really, especially at home yoga, like in centers yoga or core power or whatever, I'm all about that. I love it. But at home, I can never get into yoga that much to feel relaxed and rejuvenated as I do if I leave core power. But this is different. Like, I'm, I don't know if it's just that I'm in this mindset of making the most out of it with the reset or what, but I'm really connecting my breathing. I'm feeling so refreshed when I'm done with that yoga. It's awesome. And I try to do it when Sydney's napping so I don't get any distractions. I turn the lights off. It's fun. I'm liking it a lot. And I think I'm definitely going to continue. Another thing that is so simple, and it's embarrassing to say on day 7 I found myself slipping away from it even. So many people start out with the first 3 days, and that's why I wanted to wait till the end of the week to do a recap, because the first 3-4 days are usually pretty easy, and then by day 7 you can already see yourself slipping away if you're not intentional about what you're doing. And that thing that I'm talking about is being thankful for your meal. So before you sit down and eat every meal, think about what you're about to do. You're about to nourish your body. You're about to get the opportunity to feed yourself food that so many people in this world don't have that chance, don't have that luxury, don't have that blessing, and really get your mind set on gratitude for the meal that you're about to eat. And I was loving doing that. And then this morning I was in a hurry and I found myself not doing it. I'm like, oh, this is so easy to fall back into those old traps. It's one time of rushing out of the house before church to, scarf your meal that you forget to do it. And then all of a sudden you might forget at lunch and then at dinner, and then it snowballs into this new bad habit. So as long as you're intentional about those things every day, it should keep you on track. And then the other thing that I am trying to do, or they encourage you to do, that I have done pretty well, is no drinking during eating. And that's really hard for me because I used to drink so much fluids while I was eating my meals. And the reason behind that is to fully chew your food before you swallow, to help your body signal the correct releases of different enzymes to help break down your food instead of mixing it with liquid, and then wait 20 to 30 minutes after you eat to consume any more liquids. And then dry brushing before your shower. So I've done this actually quite a bit, and I got away from it, and I'm not sure why. Just like I was saying, it's easy to break habits. So just dry brushing with a dry brush before you hop in the shower. And the reason behind that is because that helps increase your circulation and increase your lymphatic drainage, because as you're getting those toxins out of your body, it'll help speed up that process. It also does amazing things, like for you girls, or guys too, I suppose. It reduces cellulite. Trust me, it does work. Back of the thighs. It's amazing. So I've been doing that before every shower, which for me, let's be real, has only really been twice since I started anyways, but, and then in the shower, doing a cold blast at the end. So I take super hot showers, but it was saying, before you get out, blast yourself with ice cold water, and I'm like, that sounds like a nightmare, but I've been doing it, and the reason behind that is it shocks your system. It increases your heart rate, it increases your metabolic rate, and same purpose sort of behind dry brushing a little bit is that it speeds up that circulation boost for you. So my progress, week 1 is done, and although I wasn't doing this to lose weight, I'm down 4.5 pounds in 1 week, and that probably was a lot of water weight and sodium and things like that from poor choices at the fair and whatnot. But I'm going to say this, but I'm going to preface it with the fact that everybody, no matter what your size, if you're 110 pounds or 210 pounds, you can feel uncomfortable in your skin. And I was starting to feel, I like to call it fluffy. Jeans were a little tight. I was starting to get a little bit of a muffin top feeling in certain pairs of jeans, and sleeves on some shirts were feeling tight and things like that. I was just feeling puffy. My fingers were swollen. Everything was just not right, and probably because of those poor choices I was making. But I feel amazing. Those jeans I was talking about fit like a freaking glove. I don't feel swollen. I don't feel puffy. I have not had one day where I have felt bloated whatsoever. I have not had one stomach ache. And boys, plug your ears, but let's be real, everybody farts. and my farts were getting pretty stinky for a while, and they have not stunk one time. Like, that is huge, and I think that that says a lot about the crap that's sitting inside of your system. So I just feel really amazing. And the other thing too that I am happy about is I started noticing that I was wasting a lot of groceries. I was buying a lot of fruits and vegetables with the intent to eat them all throughout the week, but then like I was sharing before, I would get so busy and I would have, all of a sudden the day would be over, or I would go to cook a stir fry and all the veggies would be moldy. And I'm like, oh, I hate wasting food because there's so many people in this world that don't have the opportunity to have that kind of food in their fridge, and I'm throwing it in the garbage because I was busy. That makes me sick to my stomach. But I have not wasted one single thing because I have a specific shopping list, and every single thing that I purchased was put into a meal and put to use. So when I went grocery shopping again, I was needing to go grocery shopping and prep for this week. I spent about an hour and 45 minutes today prepping all my meals for next week. Again, I don't have to cook once next week, except for a couple dinners I chose to cook fresh when my husband's home. But for the most part, it's been incredible. The other thing I will say that I made progress in was I used to eat dark chocolate covered almonds, even just like 3 or 4. Most of the time it ended up being a handful, but let's be real. After every meal, I felt like I needed to end it with something sweet. I have not had a sweet craving after any of my meals. Not once. I used to end every single night with a bowl of popcorn with my husband watching TV. Not one time have I had popcorn. Like, those are the habits I was talking about that made me feel comfortable. That was just a routine I got into. I would grab a Zevia. It was all natural soda, so it was okay, all this stuff. But every one of those things is processed. These foods that I've been eating this week are not processed. I've cooked them all fresh in my kitchen from scratch. And then I also went from drinking like 2 Americanos, which is like 6 cups of coffee a day, to 1 small cup of coffee a day. And you're supposed to phase out caffeine in the first week. I'm going to try to go down to, I think I went a couple days without one, but a couple days I've had 1 cup of black iced coffee with no sweetener. So for me, those are huge strides forward that I'm really proud of and I'm excited about. I'm excited to see what week 2 does. Week 2 jump starts you into a detox phase, so another supplement is added into your routine and it really kickstarts the detox portion. So I'll share more of that as the week goes on next week, and then I'll go live next Sunday and recap week 2, and I'll kind of dive in a little bit more into the supplements that are in this program and that. And then if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'd love to answer, and I hope that you find this helpful and hopefully maybe gives you some courage to give this a try, because I know I was terrified for a while. But I'm so happy that I did, and it's only week 1. It's going to end. I actually am going to a wedding next weekend, so the bride is the sweetest person in the world. Her name is Jamie, and she knows that I'm doing this, and she knows how important this is to me, and she actually called me, and she's like, I talked to the caterer, and they're going to do some veggies for you and some potatoes so it fits in your reset. So I am all set to not get off track, even out at a wedding. It can be done. And I told her, I was like, you don't need to go out of your way. I was going to totally just scarf my meal in the car. It's no big deal. But I've been on the go all day. I've been at home all day. I've seen, this program through all sorts of different types of days this week, and each one had its own challenges, but for the most part, with having the meals prepped, that's the key. No matter if I had a busy day at home or a busy day on the go, as long as I had my meals all set, it was easy peasy. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you had a great weekend, and I'm excited to share week 2 with you. Bye.